everybody. Deloise, good morning. Tiffany, are you
gosh.
on? A lot of people are on.
Rebecca, Tiffany, Kathy,
Good morning, Sue.
Chris, Janet, hi.
Janet, good morning. Chris, good morning.
Ajit, hello.
Ajit, good morning.
Priscilla, Connie.
All of our peeps. Oh, so, her
They
phone's
turned
making
my
noise.
volume down.
So I want to tell you guys, Connie has saved the day. She helped me out with the Facebook page so that we now have it where you can just go like it and then you'll start seeing things, so we don't actually have to you guys don't have to do a friend request and then I have to go through and try to add all of those and all those kinds of things. So I'm going to be deleting one of the Facebook pages, the newest one that I put on. I'm going to delete that probably today. And Connie, go ahead and make that go live.
Good morning, Colleen.
Yeah, I think she's saved our tushes.
Hi, Lisa.
And helped us out with
Hi,
that.
Teresa.
Connie, I really, really, really appreciate you doing that too, girl. Like I've been struggling with that, and I don't know why. Everything that I've said never said make a group. Like make a group page. It was all kinds of other things. So strange. But I will go ahead and get that and get the link, and I'll get it set up on the community page, and we'll get that put out there. So, and if you haven't went and seen today's video over on the other channel, Cause We Can Farm to Table, we're talking about the rabbits. I mean, you guys probably have because you're our ride and dies. But if you could share it on your social media, that kind of stuff, to help get that channel off the ground and growing, that would be great. We'd really appreciate it.
Hi, Cynthia.
My bun's not wanting to stick straight up on my head like it's supposed to. There we go. That's better. Maybe. So today's topic, so we decided to start doing these topics because then it makes it a searchable in YouTube land. Like somebody can type in living in an RV on raw land and it would pull this up, and then they could be part of this conversation, and it creates a video that can be a searchable video, if that makes sense. If we just do lives, then they don't really come up as searchable videos, and it doesn't let people know the topic to see. And our lives don't get as many views as the actual videos, and that does affect the algorithm for YouTube, as far as for YouTube helping to push the video. So that's why I've kind of done that. And the first part of our lives, I want to talk about that particular topic. And then that way, if somebody's just coming to learn that kind of thing, and if they're like, okay, I've heard what I want to hear and I'm going to get off, they can, because that's something that has been mentioned to me in the comments and stuff after the fact. So
Chris is calling us the Three Musketeers.
We are, aren't we?
We do have a question. Marianne.
Hey, Chuck, you made it.
Hi, Chuck.
I mean, I know she's your favorite, but
good
morning.
No. Marianne has a question for you. She wants to know if you're making anything with the hides.
I am. There's a couple of things that I really, really want. One is a rabbit blanket comforter for over my bed in the wintertime, and gloves and hats and stuff like that.
And I've requested toe warmers. Just a little.
Kimmy wants toe warmers.
Just a little thing that you can stick inside your boots that just to cover the toes. Yeah.
Kira, what do you want?
I want a rug so I can sleep on it.
You don't want a rug
You
that's
don't
on the
sleep
ground.
on a rug.
You
want
want a
something on your-
blanket.
Yeah.
You either want a blanket match that you can put on your bed, and then you lay on that and all your blankets. Yeah, that would be good. You'd have to worry about the cat though, maybe. I don't know.
The cat would love
Sell
it.
them, you would love one. We probably will end up selling them. The one thing about rabbit hides is if you process at the 10 to 12 weeks, they're very thin and they will rip. So you have to raise them longer, which isn't a big deal if you have a lot of grass and you're not paying for feed. That being said, rabbits are very cheap. They're not expensive to feed. One bag of our grain is lasting.
Our easiest animals to take care of.
Very, very simple. I highly recommend them even to chickens. Like chickens, yeah, you're going to get eggs. But as far as ease, I would say rabbits are easier.
Yeah.
Plus, you get a cold fertilizer that can go straight on your garden,
Yeah.
which is our goal for
bonus.
right now. That's the bonus. So, if you're going to keep hides, then you have to let them grow out a little bit older. And they usually say right around 6 months, 4 to 6 months, to get a thicker hide. I think I'm going to do a comparison. Like I'll process at 10 weeks and then I'll show a video on that. And then I'll process a month later, and I'll compare, and I'll do that all the way up until, and I'll do a video on that because I have not seen a video on that. Everybody just talks about it. And I haven't actually seen the difference. So I think that would be a really good educational video on that particular concept.
Priscilla says YouTube wants you to mention about your topic early in your video, so you're spot on.
They do, yeah. So what we're talking about today, because this is something that we've been asked, actually not in YouTube land, but out and about and it's been brought up a lot, is what is it like to actually live in the RV in our situation? So if we were traveling, full-time travelers in an RV, pulling into an RV park or boondocking somewhere here and there, it would be a whole different story than building on raw land, living in an RV, while we're building on the raw land. And it's also a topic that I'm not the only one that's going to be talking. Everybody gets to have their opinion.
Real quick, back to the rabbit. Marianne wanted to know how long it takes to cure and dry them, the hides.
Okay, can we go to that topic at the end? Maybe we'll talk some more about that. Let's talk about the RV thing really quick.
Since that's the main topic.
Yeah, and then we'll go back.
Payment.
We'll go back to talking about the bunnies and all that kind of stuff afterwards, because I do love that topic. It's really
No,
good
we
topic.
didn't. We didn't get any rain. Wait, we got a little.
We got a little. We're supposed to have some cold weather coming in this next week. So,
RV.
so my RV is a 2006 Sportsman's. So it has the toy hauler in the back, or the garage in the back part of it.
AKA my bedroom.
Kim's bedroom. The front part is 19 feet of living space. So up on the one end is a bedroom, and then you have a very tiny living room, dining room, kitchen, bathroom, pantry, and then it goes into the garage.
Yes.
So it's very small. There is a bump out. It's a very small little, where the couch actually bumps out. I think it's 2 feet. So it's a small bump out. It's
so it
not
gives
a big
you
one.
just a little bit of
Just-
space to walk through.
That makes a huge difference, though. A
does. It really
huge
does.
difference having that, be it that slider versus non-slider. It's really, really, really comfortable for one person. When I was in it last year, so I can do the comparison of the two. Last year, when it was just me, just my stuff, one person, it was very comfortable. I had enough room for everything. Cooking in the kitchen was not a big deal. It is a very small kitchen. There is no countertops, but it was really easy to pull out the table and use a table as a countertop, and it not be in anybody's way. So I would have to say that was it, and it's very comfortable. The bed is comfortable. The bathroom is very tiny and not comfortable, which is why I pulled the actual toilet out, and went to the composting toilet, or the bucket toilet, because I'm not traveling with it. If I was hooking up to a septic on a regular basis, I would definitely do that. Yes, one person and 2 dogs, because I did have the 2 dogs. 2 little dogs who think they're big. So there's definitely enough room for that. Now, there are bigger RVs, and obviously if you want to spend more money, I got mine for $8,600, and I absolutely do not regret it. So next person.
I don't regret her buying it either. She invited me
Good morning,
to
Sydney.
come live with her and do this great adventure, and I jumped on it, and I don't regret it. The RV is tight, but we've adapted and grown to love it. You know, like there's some tough things, like, you know, you have to use the bathroom
There's no privacy
around everybody, but you know, we really truly are like family. Like, I feel like we're,
Yeah.
you know, like siblings, or, you know,
Yeah.
we're just family, so that doesn't matter. My
Yeah.
room, the toy hauler part gets really cold,
It does.
which isn't really
And gets really hot.
and gets
It goes
really
both
hot.
ways. In the summertime, it's super hot back there.
So for the winter, it's not really that big of a deal because I get hot flashes, so I like being cooler. And when it gets too warm in the rest of the place, I just go back to my little cave.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the space heater, the Little Buddy space heater, which is a separate propane heater. There is a propane heater
hi, Mary.
that comes with the RV, but you have to run the generator because we're off grid. So you have to run the generator. So then you're burning gas and you're burning propane. So it's not really something that we do when it's really, really cold. We do because that warms everything up really well.
Hi, Sydney. Hi, Thomas.
But the space heater, the propane space heater, again, you're running propane and gas, but it heats it up even more. But you can run that without the generator running. So if it's really cold and our batteries are charged, we turn off the generator and we just run that for heat, and it actually will get it too hot in there.
Yeah.
So it's a
we've acclimated.
overachiever.
We've acclimated quite a bit.
Yeah.
We
I
did
have not.
We did buy some plug-in heaters,
Mhm.
and which were fantastic. And we were like, okay, we're not spending money on propane,
Right.
but you have to run the generator for those to work. And the problem is you can't run more than one because then
It trips it.
trips it. So,
Yeah. Or you can't turn on the
lights or
no, you can turn on the lights. You can't do the microwave. You can't turn on the microwave.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Oh, sweet Amy. You're so cute. So yeah, we can't like pop popcorn or throw our drink in and heat it up in the microwave with those plugged in. So you just have to remember to unplug those and then do that. But in general, it doesn't heat up the space, but it keeps the space at the level of heat temperature that you have it at.
Good morning, Judy.
So we heat it up with a Little Buddy and then we plug that sucker in, turn off the Little Buddy. Then we're not using propane and gas.
And
so
gas.
that's kind of the whole trying to figure out how to not be burning two fuels at one time.
We've
is
done
what
quite well, I
we
think.
really
in the
have.
cold. Yeah, we've done quite well.
We have.
I would say
Good morning, Susie.
my least favorite thing about the RV is the kitchen space because it is really difficult to cook for 3 people with like one pan and not having running water to wash dishes. And so, just it limits the amount of stuff that you can make.
Right.
And
it's definitely dictated our diet. It's definitely dictated the diet.
I wash my hair, Randall. That's why I don't have a hat on. Look, it's clean. I put a hat on when it's greasy and terrible.
So, yeah, and I did create a wooden cover for the sink to actually give us that amount of countertop. Because it's basically the sink, and then right next to the sink is the stove. There is no counter at all.
Hi, Susie.
So they had some of these little covers for the sink that you could use as a counter, but a lot of times I like to personally start the washing, fill one with water and soap, and then as I'm using something, I can chunk it in there. It can soak, and then it's really easy to wipe off. We're not doing that during the wintertime because we winterized it. So we're not showering here. We're not washing dishes here. We wash our dishes at church and we go to the YMCA and shower. So that's really a thought if you're going to do something like this in the wintertime.
Hold that thought, Susie. We'll get back to you in a minute.
So thinking about how you're going to do it in the wintertime. Last year, when I built the redneck cabin around the RV, I was able to run water. And the only time my pipes froze or I had to drain everything out was when we got into the teens and the negatives. So there was like 1 week in February last year that it got really cold. And that was the only time that I had to. So this year we've gotten colder earlier. So that would have been an issue. But keeping the wind off and keeping that kind of stuff off. So
now she made something last year that is like it's like a countertop that is movable. So it's like a cover that goes over the sink, so we can put stuff on top of it, or if you're doing dishes, you can move it on top of the stove, and it's got handles on it and it's wood. And that has been a lifesaver because you can kind of shift. We play
Well,
a
and you can
shifting
even
game.
pick it up and shift it over onto the couch and still
Right.
put things on there, so it moves that
Hi, Cypher.
counter type
That's
area.
a new name.
At least the polar bears have some company.
Now, Susie wanted to know, so she has a son in Sagal and a daughter in Sandpoint, and she wanted to know, she heard that lake is frozen, and she wanted to know how thick about.
I heard 11 inches. We have not been out there, and we've had some warming and thawing, and then it would refreeze at night. The fishermen people are still out on the lake whenever I've driven by and stuff. So, but I heard it's like 11 inches.
So you're coming in June for a wedding. Email us. We would
Yes.
love to get together. We could have coffee or
yes.
something.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you are local, email us at causewecan at yahoo.com. Yeah. And then we'll figure out a space.
We'd love to meet
Hang
up
out.
with some of you
Yeah,
guys.
that'd be a lot of fun. That'd be a lot of fun. So this RV, one of the things that I wish I would have maybe looked a little bit for, obviously I bought a used one. And looking for one, I specifically wanted one that had a garage because I have a motorcycle and I was thinking cross country to dog shows and stuff like that.
I thought you got one for me.
Absolutely.
The garage because
and
you
dog
knew
shows
you were gonna have
all those things. That I would be able to tow that and go down south to do the herding events, and I do agility and competition obedience and all that kind of stuff. Not with these corgis because they don't listen to anything. But anyway, so that was my thought with wanting this particular type. I think if I would have thought through it a little bit more, I probably would have gotten one that did not have the toy hauler aspect of it. Now, that being said, there's a higher resale value for toy haulers. So that would also be something that I would think about. But if I really thought about I was going to live in this RV for 2 or 3 years, then maybe I would have done something, bought a different type of RV that had more space. But I was particularly thinking that this RV would work the best for traveling with my motorcycle, traveling with my dogs, going to dog shows, doing those kinds of things, that this would work the best for me. My foot's falling asleep. I'm sitting on it. And I'm not wrong. It absolutely would, but I've definitely made the decision that I will probably sell this one and purchase another one, a newer version that has a little bit more of the bells and whistles for comfort. It's probably going to be a 5 or 6 year plan before I'm able to start going back to dog shows and stuff. So, but I wish there was a better outside cook space. So it has a little drop down where you have the 2 little burners, but it doesn't have like the grill or anything like that. So having the ones that have the grill and then you don't have to have a separate grill would be really nice. And you don't have to bring in separate propane. Right now we have like 4 propane tanks for different things. Yeah. So that would probably be something that that I would want to add. I've seen the ones where they have the slide outs and then your grill and everything set up on a slide out from underneath. That would be really cool. I don't know. I think that would be something that I would really want when I travel. I have burners on the inside, and actual grill set up on the outside would be better. Yeah, I would think.
What about you, Kira? What do you think about the RV? What's your favorite things or least favorite things?
Everybody can see up your nose. I have not seen theirs, Amy, on Cog Hill Farm. I haven't seen the one that they have. I think it's a very big, expensive one. Mine was not.
Any thoughts? Any opinions?
I really do miss long, hot showers. So that would probably be
your least favorite thing?
Yeah, my least favorite thing. I do.
Which could be nullified with an on-demand hot water heater.
Yeah.
But then we would use a lot more water and we haul our own.
Which is why I have not put one in.
Yeah. Because
it forces you to get out of the shower at a specific amount of time. She'll spend 20 minutes in a shower. and that's 500 gallons of water. So
That's the reason we do
Cog
the
Hills
white.
has an outside kitchen. Yeah, that's really nice. That makes a huge, I think personally that makes a huge difference. My friend Mary has a really nice RV. It was like an $80,000 RV. And who made the chat? Ray Fox. You finally made a live chat. Yes.
Hi, Ray.
Good morning. And hers is super nice. It has the outside grill. I think it even has an outside TV, and it has all those things. And that is definitely one that I think is more built to live in forever kind of thing, or a long period of time. Mine is obviously just for
That's too fancy for the
weekends
likes
and
of us.
The other thing that I would have to say, the one thing that
Hi,
it's
girl.
really, really hard to keep the RV clean.
Especially with 2 dogs and 3 of us coming in and out.
Yeah, there's no real space. So last year, how I had it, the garage, there's an actual door in the garage to go in and out, and that was my mud room. And so that made a huge difference, being able to come in there with dirty shoes and leave everything there, and then the other stayed in cleaner. The other area stayed cleaner, but with using the entire RV, you lose that space.
Yeah.
So there's either setting up something. I think going back to what would I do different, I think what I would have done is built maybe a permanent deck area that's covered, that has a mud room coming out the door, so that you pulled up to it and there was more space, and it was all enclosed, and it was all of those things, and there could have been even the washer and dryer could have been set there, maybe like a 10 by 15 or 12 by 15 deck that would, you could come in and out of, and that would help keep the RV clean, because it's really hard to keep.
That's why we're looking forward to the shipping containers so much.
Yeah, and Kim and I like things clean, so I'm having to really not look at things. Like, I'm having to kind of walk around with my little blinders on, because there's no storage space. There's no, for living full time, to have all of your clothes. I have not developed the art of paring everything way down. So that's with clothes and stuff. I mean, they are way down, but did you have a live yesterday, Terry? Yes, we did, and we missed you. You need a 2-bedroom, and I don't mean bunkhouse. Yeah.
We're going to have a 2-bedroom in
the shipping container will be, and that's what prompted doing the shipping container straight out the gate. There were a couple of reasons for that. One, more space.
Darla.
2, good morning, Darla. 2, getting to building, because I didn't want to go another year without having built anything. So the mudroom on the shipping container outside the living room area will be a deck, and that's going to be treated as a mudroom.
Yeah.
It'll be covered. In the wintertime, we could even, like, I don't know, put tarps up or something to keep wind. There's really no wind back there, so it's not that big of a deal. But that's what we're going to use as the mudroom, really, for the shipping container. But they did it without us.
Chuck, we
missed both
didn't
of you.
Come.
Kira, glad you liked my critter pics you sent.
Of course.
Yeah, they were super cute. We really appreciate that. All right, so we're about 20 minutes in. Go ahead and start asking all the questions that you want us to answer right now, because I feel like we've covered.
So, animal pelts, what were you planning? Oh, we talked about that.
We talked about that.
Yep. Okay.
Do I not get a finish?
Oh, Esteban!
Do you not get what?
Do I not get to finish my opinion?
I don't know. We thought you did.
No, you all took over.
Okay, then finish. Go. Ready, go.
So, other than the shower, I like all the beds in there.
Yeah.
I like all the beds in there. I've slept in all 3. Hers is really comfy because it's really squishy. I like the couch bed. It's really nice, a little small. I like to sprawl out a bit, and I like.
Apparently, Kira really likes to sleep.
And you like my bed too?
I like her bed because it's just it's almost hammock like.
No, it's
not. It's
It
really
is
big. It's a king size bed, and it's super firm.
It's super firm. It's got mattress pad.
It's
like
the
this
one that
big.
goes up to the ceiling and then you lower it down with a
Goldilocks
winch.
and the 3 beds. Hiya, Sandy.
I will
Hi,
not
Sandy.
deny anything.
That's so funny.
You're here, but and then that's all that matters, Carol, that you're here. You made it.
Hi, Carol.
Amy, you're like, Kira, you like to sleep too?
So, how I go about that is, I like helping. I just like being lazy too.
There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you get your stuff done, there's nothing wrong with taking breaks. And I take naps. I'm a nap girl. I like to nap.
If we see bears, I will let you know how they taste.
I like to read. She naps, I read.
Yeah.
I read and play games, but it's like, I can't
I think it's so funny. I wonder if it's genetic. My mom used to come in and take naps. Like, she'd come in from work and take a nap every day. I'd come in from school, take a nap every day.
Naps make me more tired.
No yawning.
I have to have a long nap.
I always passed out after like cross country or sports after school. Like,
She got to clean. Randall says, Kimmy, you got to feed the animals and clean out the animal pens by yourself so you're no longer a city girl.
I'm still kind of a city girl. I'm learning. I don't do it all by myself. You know, there's a lot of things I still don't know.
Okay, so there was a question about the rabbits. Attach the RV to the container. We are, and actually we have a cold spell coming through this next week. And so we were just talking about that before we started up the live, of getting the sliding door in this weekend and getting that attachment done so that we can run it. We're trying to get all the insulation in so that the wood stove actually heats everything and getting
that's
that
what it
all
was.
sealed in.
Marianne wanted to know how you dry cure your pelts. That's what it was.
So I've actually done sheep hides. I saved and froze a whole bunch of rabbit hides, but when I moved here, I gave them to somebody to finish out. But you use the, I bought a kit that had all the stuff in it, and then you can buy each, what is it? Not the aluminum. I don't know, you guys, my memory's terrible. I have things written down. It's been so long. It's been quite a few years since I've done any of that. But the sheep hide that I did, I bought the kit, and you soak them, you clean them, you then put the additive in there, and then you soak it and you let that happen, and then you pull it out and you stretch it. And then you brush out the hide. So it's very similar with rabbits. It's all of them are done basically the same. So just saying. I think it means just saying, Kira.
Oh.
I know that one.
I don't get text lingo. It's like,
that might be.
Say what you mean.
Bear, I've heard, is greasy too.
I heard bear is greasy too. Oh, there's a whole bunch. They're just aluminum. Thank you, Terry. That's exactly what it is. Yep. Not aluminum.
Comtoot said chrome.
Panhandler Pie is closing. Saturday is their last day, Susie says.
Oh, dang.
Oh, we haven't even tried it yet.
Do they have coffee too? Who wants to meet us there for coffee at 5?
You can pie coffee.
Why that face, Kira?
Those locals. We need to meet up.
Oh.
You used to tan deer hides? I have not. I would love to have a deer hide. So on this topic, any of the goats that are born here that are raised will be raised for me, and I will be finishing out their hides because I want to cover.
That's right, Thomas.
Cover chairs and stools and all that kind of stuff.
Thomas
with
says,
the brains. I want to try the brain tanning, but I have never done that, but I do want to try it. And apparently every animal has the exact size brain that you need to tan their hide. Things
creepy.
Kimmy does not want to know.
Oh, that's so creepy.
Good morning, Brenda. I don't think I've seen you yet.
Yeah,
I haven't.
You were chit-chatting.
Yeah. Why is Kira cracking up?
I have no idea.
Okay, never mind. She's not going to get it out.
Mary said, when I asked what JS was, she says, just soup.
Just soup.
I like soup. Ooh, especially potato soup. Potato soup.
Lanolin in the sheep hide. There is a lot of lanolin in the sheep hide.
Lanolin's amazing.
When we shear them, there's like a ton, and it gets all over your hands. And I want to do a thing where you soak it. You soak the hide in hot water, and all the lanolin will raise up, and then you can scrape it off and use it. So hopefully this
This is all
early
new.
summer or spring, we'll be picking up some more sheep. Splits pea soup cooking, yum.
Nice.
Because then you can add that lanolin to your soap, your lotions and stuff like that you're making and have lanolin.
Terry's talking about the oils from the sheep hide.
That's the lanolin. That's what that is. I love it. It's really nice. When I went over and sheared the sheep for Jeremy and Angela, it's just everywhere.
Colleen says, I agree, Kimmy. It's creepy.
The lard can be rendered for soap. I think so sheep, if you raise them right, don't have a lot of fat. Same with the goats. You don't have a lot of fat. There's just small amounts. The pigs, definitely, you would have quite a bit more in the pigs. And if you did beef. So beef tallow is what they call that. And then you have the lard from the goats. Your husband made laundry soap this week. It works so good.
Oh.
I've done laundry soap. I've made laundry soap. I used to, wow, words are hard.
We're planning on making goat milk soap.
Yeah, goat milk soap. We're definitely doing that.
We're going to use some of the honey from the bees.
Yeah, the goats when I shear sheep, the lanolin in my hands.
I make every animal.
Soft.
Connie makes every animal fat. That's a good thing they don't live with her, she says.
Bacon grease makes great soap. I have not done that.
Makes great.
Can you smell the bacon in the soap? Is it like bacon soap?
It makes great.
Do you
food.
smell like bacon? Are you saying that's how I can get a husband? Just kidding. Because you ladies will stay young and I can't look younger. I'm going backwards.
Hey, age is all relative.
Yeah.
If I can look younger, great. But if not, this
That's
is
fine
me.
too.
This is how I am.
You'd eat the soap if you did it. The bacon, exactly.
The smell goes away.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of when you put vinegar in your hair and then it dries and the smell goes away.
I may want to try that.
Yeah.
Definitely may want to try that. That's pretty cool. I have a bunch of lard in the freezer that I need to render down from the pig that we processed last year. Okay, Mary's homestead. I'm trying to read what she says.
Kira says pea soup after every question. What you have for lunch? What you have for supper? What did you do all night? Pea soup. Oh, funny.
I like potato.
Connie says, if you can, count me in for the bacon soup. Oh, bacon soap.
Bacon soap.
Bacon soup sounds great.
I like that one better.
Better than milkshakes bringing all the boys to the yard.
Right?
Hey, I put a milkshake in the front yard one time. I didn't get any boys. None.
No boys.
If you get hungry in the bath. Bacon soap.
I do have to say, when the big house is built, a huge craft room will be built. And
I look forward to that.
Yeah, for sewing, but I do want to make soaps. One of my things that I'm thinking is having each one of the girls' goats would have their own soap line. So, I don't know. We have Sissy, like maybe all of Sissy's soaps are a lavender vanilla, or, so if you want, and then I'll do a thing on the back that talks about her or whatever. So that's kind of what I'm thinking in my mind, and then selling those, because that's kind of my goal. Eventually we'll be done building. We need something else to do.
Making candles too out of the beeswax.
Yeah, out of the beeswax, do the candles.
If I washed it in bacon soap, think dogs would be chasing me? That's a great question. You should try it and let us know.
Let us know.
Mary Ann wanted to know about barbecue soap.
You may become lunch. Barbecue soap. Have a whole food line of soaps.
Grow the lavender and put the dried flowers in your soap.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Now it's snowing. Whoever asked it was snowing.
Yeah,
it is now.
we are supposed to get rain, snow. It's little tiny flurries are coming down right now.
Yeah.
Debbie says candles would be nice.
It's been really warm though, for here. Everything's been melting. So the driveway,
we've been in the 40s.
Yeah, the driveway, we're seeing some dry patches, but it melts so fast and sometimes that it's kind of like running down the hill. So it's like worse ice skating rink because it's like straight
Yeah. Just water
Water.
and slush.
Yeah.
And it's running down. We've got basically the tire where we drive the truck up and down is melted down to the gravel.
Us country girls chase you too if you smell like bacon.
Baklava. Okay. So Chris, explain to me exactly what baklava is. I know
I thought it was a food, a German
it is
dessert.
a food. I thought so too.
A German
It's a
dessert.
chocolate dessert.
And I like chocolate.
It's like cinnamon. No, I think it's like cinnamon and caramel.
It's a cake.
Carl, for our soup and our soap.
With melted chocolate in the middle, so when you cut it, the chocolate just oozes out.
The one I had didn't have any chocolate. It had cinnamon and like caramel.
Well, I have a birthday in August. She has one in March.
Soon.
She has one in September.
I'm much older soon.
I'll be 50. Yes.
Made it. I'll be 27.
I made it to the
Oh my gosh,
5-0s.
Susie says there was a year in the 80s when it snowed on the 4th of July.
Oh, that's rude.
That is crazy.
That's creepy.
That's rude.
Compute says it's layered pasta and nuts.
Okay. So yours is a little different then.
My
Is it-
baklava?
Is it
Oh, Thomas is March 3rd. I'm the 25th, Thomas.
with honey lemon syrup? I missed the rest of what compute was saying.
Baklava.
Oh,
It's nuts and honey lemon syrup.
okay. So that's what I was thinking. So when they were saying chocolate, I'm like, that's
No,
not
no
the kind
chocolate
that
in it.
I've had.
The kind I had no chocolate. It had nuts
Mhm.
and cinnamon and caramel, I think.
Sue's is March 30th.
Oh,
We have a lot of March babies.
yes. You're an Aries too, or are you a Pisces?
Connie the Brain Tumor Warrior says I have 2 birthdays in April.
27. She's still a
2 in
baby.
April?
2 birthdays. The day that you had your surgery and
And the actual
came
birthday?
out all good.
The womb birthday and the
Anita.
because I have an August
Hi.
birthday and then I have my unbirthday, which is
Okay.
in July.
Baklava, Greek dessert with honey, nuts,
Oh.
slight lemon, and a fabulous layered pastry
Mm,
cut into bars.
So what am I thinking of?
I have no idea.
This is amazing.
Thomas said some baklava can have chocolate.
Oh, a Greek
Yes.
So,
a Greek festival. I saw something about a Greek
oh, Debbie
festival.
says they have a Greek festival in their area once a year.
Where's your area?
Yeah, can we come?
I mean, I feel like we should go to that.
Yeah. Ruby's oldest daughter is March 11th.
Sheets with honey nuts sometimes. I literally cannot wait to get the kitchen going, you guys. I mean,
Caramelized honey. That's why I thought caramel.
I am such
caramelized
a homemade from scratch cook, and that's one. Okay, so that's another thing in the RV that I would have to say is a negative is I love to cook, and I've definitely stopped cooking as much as I have, and I'm looking more for actual prepared things.
Yes.
There's
Same.
very little storage, so there's very little pantry cabinet.
Hi, Armida.
But the one thing that we've started doing is Thrive Life, and so it's, all of the freeze-dried stuff.
Bye, Ray.
So we don't have to worry about refrigerator, trying to shove everything in a refrigerator kind of thing. But
Ray's got to go.
bye,
Everybody say
Ray.
goodbye.
We'll miss you.
Anita Martin, she said, hi, I don't comment often, but
Hi,
I never
Anita.
miss a video or a live.
We appreciate
you
that
so much. And we do love seeing your comments. So
Yeah,
whenever you get a chance, feel free.
Mary's birthday is
it
6
does suck with the ovens. Connie, you agree? All right, go ahead.
Mary's birthday is 6 days after mine.
Oh,
Ah,
wow.
Look at that.
That's cool.
We're September people and Virgos.
Mhm.
We're fun.
It got
So
quiet
it
all
did get
of a
really
sudden.
quiet.
No more questions.
There's more snow coming down. It is actually watched Walker Farms. They're the ones doing the pig. They're going to do a Cherokee cook. So I've never
Oh,
had a
thank you,
Cherokee
Randall.
cook, but we have done the Hawaiian pig in the ground before.
Thumbs
tried
up,
that.
guys.
I was
July.
not impressed.
What?
I tried the Hawaiian cook thing. Was not impressed.
Oh, I love it.
Well, you had it at your mom's wedding, and that was a little bit different than actually in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Hawaii was
Oh, it was
much
so
better.
good. They
Pretty
did
sure
such
the
a
Hawaiian
great
could have
job.
done it better.
But the one at your mom's wedding was not bad.
Deloitte is September 22nd.
To a dog.
Thank you, Randall. Everybody, 58 people here, and only 44 really like us.
Yeah. September 10th.
I know. I cannot wait, Chuck, for cooking.
Yes.
The trailer oven works better with pizza stone on the bottom. Oh, that's a good idea. I might try that because I do have a pizza stone.
Yeah.
Cynthia, thanks for bringing up the premiere. So we're doing the premiere with Darla and Randy, and I just have to say, you guys, I love them so much, and I'm so excited that they're going to do this channel. You know, there's cooking stuff, there's going to be building stuff. Randy's picked up a sawmill, so there's going to be a ton of sawmilling stuff.
Hi, Barbara.
I don't know. We go over there on Thursdays now, and we're sewing with Darla, and because she has an amazing craft room, so we're kind of
some pretty
taking
dresses
over
so we can be more girly.
Yeah. You liked me twice, phone and iPad, Catherine.
We love you, Catherine.
We do.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Haven't seen you yet. Here.
So, I really hope that this works out. I don't know if this is going to upset people because we're doing half the premiere here on our channel. And then right after that premiere, we're going to jump over and finish the Q&A on their channel. So you guys can get over there and get subscribed and, you know, just kind of get to know them a little bit more. And, you know, they're learning all of this process, and we're trying to help them as much as we possibly can. But there's always that learning stage of being in front of the camera and being recorded and getting used to your voice and all of those things. And I just think you guys are going to love them as much as we do.
Oh my gosh, they're amazing people.
Sorry, Darla, if we made you cry again. Every time we talk about her, she's like, you guys made me cry.
Oh, they're amazing people. I feel so blessed.
I don't have parents in my life, and they have just stepped right in. So
yes,
Darla's
so darn cute. Yesterday I had a headache, and she's like, "Honey, take your blood pressure. Honey, drink some water." She's so sweet.
Beef tacos.
Tacos are my favorite food.
Me too.
Yeah. Apparently, we all have different ideas of what a good taco is. I prefer Taco Bell.
Oh,
that's so gross. That's not even like real food.
Oh,
Darla. You guys, she's on here. I can't wait for you guys to get to know them because they're wonderful, wonderful people.
Yes.
And Randy writes songs, and we're trying to get him to sing some of his songs. Yeah. He's actually writing a song for us.
For the channel.
And I really can't wait. And I don't know if it's one that him and I can sing together because I can carry a tune in a bucket a little bit. So I'm hoping it's one that him and I can sing together. But if it's not, it's still going to be wonderful. And I'm excited for it. Yeah. He's very talented.
He sure is. I brought a song to him the other day, and I was like, man, I would love to hear you sing this hymn. It is so beautiful. And he listened to it. It was the first time he ever heard it. And then he went and played it on his guitar.
Oh,
and I
Darla
was like,
found his old CD. We get to hear that. Theme song. Yes, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's fine. So it was just like,
we just picked it up.
We were so
right
impressed.
away.
Like, oh my gosh, that is so amazing. He's got a talent. I don't know.
He's
Susie
good.
wants to know if we know the family from Good Simple Living.
We do not know them personally. We've watched their channel and stuff. They stay super, super busy. So they have not been able to make it to any of our things. And they're quite a bit further than them. We were going to buy a rabbit from them, and we just kind of kept missing each other. So it didn't happen. But I'm sure eventually we'll get to know them. They've been really busy. I mean, if you think about, they got on their land, they homeschool, they have kids. I just could not imagine adding that to the building. And then how quickly they've been putting up structures and building with basically just the two of them. So I just couldn't imagine trying to do all of that and get out and socialize with the rest of us. So
Anita wants to know date and time of the premiere. She's having a senior moment.
Okay, so the premiere video is tonight at 5:00. So and we will be live in the comments. Is how that works.
Time. What are we?
We're Pacific time. Yeah, so Pacific time. We are live in the comments. So it's a pre-recorded video.
Just like our premieres.
Yeah, just like our premieres. So we're pre-recorded video, and then we will be chatting with you, and Darla and Randy will be chatting with you in the comments.
Aw, thanks, Susie. Total respect for us ladies.
Randall, you should come up for our YouTube meetup. because I'm sure they'll be there too. That's
yes.
in July.
Yes. So back to
Thank
the
you,
kitchen
Susie.
and the RV. We were talking about it's hard to cook meals and stuff, but that kind of brings us into what we're doing now,
Right.
which is Thrive Life.
Because we've tried many different things. So we've done the freezer on those are really small. And so we've done the coolers and that kind of stuff. And we've done the we've done canned foods. We've tried to figure out a way to do where we're not constantly having the refrigerator and the freezer stuffed so full that the doors don't close, because that's kind of an issue.
And we don't really like to have a lot of things with tons of salt. They like salt.
We
but
can
I'm
salt our own
sensitive.
food. Exactly.
So
exactly. So that's what, thanks
Darla.
Thanks, Darla. You guys will not be able to go subscribe to them or find them until this video goes up. So that's why we're splitting the two. So I think unless you've already gotten that video uploaded, Darla, they won't be able to find you. So we're probably going to have like an intermittent space in between the two videos, because ours is, I think the premiere's 25 minutes long. So from 5 to 5:30 we'll be on our channel, and then we'll maybe at 6 o'clock we'll start on theirs. Yeah. So in between those two, I will get a link on there, so you can go into the description underneath our premiere video, click the link, it will take you directly to their channel, and then you can subscribe and be on for that video. I think is how we're going to try to handle that.
Deloise, we are going to be in the Oklahoma, it's the 19th of March. So, yeah, we would look forward to seeing anyone in that area.
If you guys are going to the Okie homestead and you see us, please come up and say hello.
Don't be shy.
Say who you are.
Don't be shy.
And come see us.
I love hugs. She does not. Just throwing that out there. I love hugs. She does too.
I like snacks.
I'm getting better at hugs.
Is there something you wanted to say?
I was just
reading.
I've so missed my ladies that make my day better. Good.
Aww.
You said, "Aw,
Laura."
Well, Laura, I'm glad you made it.
Bye, Amy.
So yeah, we're bye, Amy. So yeah, we're doing Thrive Life now.
So that was, well, obviously those of you that have come over from Julie and Marty's channel, they do Thrive Life. We get together and do dinner before church on Wednesday. Somebody cooks for all of us, and that's something we've been doing for a while. And Julie has been bringing soups and stuff made from Thrive, and that's what got us into, hey, this is really good. This is something that we could do, building the pantry and learning that kind of stuff. So we have started, I'm a consultant for them now. So if you're interested in freeze-dried food, if you don't have your own freeze dryer, because Darla has a freeze dryer and she also has made us some food from it. But right now, with us being off grid, I will eventually have my own freeze dryer, but right now we do not. So we've started doing that, and it's super lightweight. The canisters are really light, because you obviously are taking out all of the liquid in it. So Randall's talking about dehydrators. I do have a dehydrator. The one thing that they've said between the dehydrator and the freeze-dried is you have better nutrients in your freeze-dried food versus your dehydrated food. Yeah. Because that was another thought.
And it tastes so much better,
I think. The taste is really, really good.
We've had a couple of questions on where the Homestead conference is, and I looked it up. It is Pryor, Oklahoma, at the Mays County Fairgrounds. So,
and you can get tickets at the door, or you can get tickets online. So what they have, the Okie Homestead Facebook page, and it'll have a link on there where you can go online and get the tickets. Are $20 to get in, and they'll have a separate area where you can go in if you've already purchased tickets versus standing in line to purchase tickets. But you can do them at the door. They have an unlimited amount, so they're not going to run out. They have enough space for everything. Just jump in, Kira.
So Anita and baseball prison
Chuck
say they are both huggers too.
Okay.
Oh, good.
And Connie says if she ever gets to go, she would hug the living daylights out of you.
Okay.
Thank you, Connie. She put it on there too. I didn't even
thanks.
see that comment, but that's awesome.
Well, tonight is whenever I will be able to set you guys up as moderators, the people that are going to be moderators for the channel. Because when we're in the premiere, I can do it on my phone. That's how I made Kim and Kira moderators. But it won't let me do it in the live chats or after the fact for some weird reason. But that really could be handler error.
Jody, I think you're right. The tickets can no longer be sold online, at least last time I looked. So
when was the last time you looked?
3 or 4 days ago.
Okay, because they just put out a video saying that you could buy them online.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Cool.
I believe it 2 days ago they were sold out. Weird.
Com252.
Yes, said you need a spring house. What's a spring house?
Ask them.
What's a spring house?
I'm assuming that's like a well for a water well. And the issue with that is since the pandemic and everything is blown up here, apparently to have a well dug is very, very expensive. My particular area, I was quoted that I would have to go down 450 feet, which is in 2020 was about $20,000. I heard now that it's gone up to about $70,000 in order to have a well dug.
Yeah.
Randall is saying something that Dutch said about the tickets.
Yeah, that if you purchase online, it's better because there will be a line for the wait.
Yeah. So if they sold out, then they've sold out. You have no option, but whatever. Then you would have to buy them at the gate. But yeah, he said that there was an unlimited amount at the gate, so that anybody would be able to come back. But what we are really planning on doing is rain collection. So we'll have a bunch of tanks. Kira, get to see the top of your head. So we'll have, I'd like to get about 10,000 gallon worth of tanks that we can do rain collection. And then later on, if we, can afford a well to be dug, then we'll dig the well. Or if our cave, which is holding water, we get that water tested and it's something that we can have pumped up.
Are so excited. We have
awesome.
not seen the cave yet.
Randy and Darla are going to go find the cave with us.
That's awesome.
We're really excited. And I think Julie and Marty are going to go too.
Thomas, I'm super excited to hear you're going to be there. So yeah, at least there's one for sure one person we will meet.
Well, yeah. What person that we don't know, except for on here that we can meet. Yeah. But, I'm sure Dutch and Brandy are going to be busy. So we'll get to see them, and Julie and Marty are going with us. And I know Liz and Mike I'm so bad with people's channel names.
Laid Back Living.
Laid Back Living's going. Julie and Marty are going. I think we're all caravanning down
Randall, we don't think there's a spring on the property other than maybe in that cave.
No. I was told that this area behind us held water when all of this thaw comes down, that it holds water and creates this little pond that then sinks away. And I was talking to my son about maybe actually trying to put a pond there. It's right on the property line. So we would have to build up the one section and then put in some plastic. But I would definitely like to try to put in a pond somewhere. I dug a pond on my property in Texas. I really like having them. And we don't have poisonous snakes here, so it wouldn't be like Texas, where then the pond became infested with cottonmouths. That was terrible.
I like the fact that we don't have poisonous snakes here because I love snakes and I love to pick them up. And
yeah, we do that with all the little gardener snakes that we have. We like, oh, hi, baby.
Water witching. Have we done any water witching?
We have not.
I don't even know what that is.
It's
Catherine,
where you take the two sticks and you hold them a specific way.
I saw that online.
And then they'll pull to. We have not done that. I would love to have someone come out and do it. Just watch it in real life. Do you have water rights from the lake?
No, we go to a small town near us, and they have a water area that we can get water from.
That we pay 50 cents or pay $1 and we get 200 gallons.
Yeah.
That's how we're bringing
That's
it in
a
now.
deal.
And that is a deal. And that's another thing. So we do have the other, the water things for the garden, the water containers. So I think we have.
Debbie, that's what she was just talking about.
What?
She had questions about, not questions, but she was talking about the water collecting off of the roof.
Yeah.
Into big tanks.
So the barn and the garage, the barn will be a 30 by 50. And the garage is a 35 by 30. So we'll collect all the water off of that. And then in between the garage and the barn, they're attached. So one will be going this way and the other one will be going this way. In that area, I'll have an insulated space for those tanks to be, and the water will come off and we'll collect them into there. And I'd like to collect like 10,000 gallons. And then in the garden area, we have the different containers that we can pump water to and then water from that, because we are in a drought area. So we do get drought every summer. It's very dried out, and watering a garden, a lot of people don't have gardens around here because they take up so much water, because we just don't get rain on a regular.
Susie, no, not the Conoco. It's Athol, a little town.
Yeah.
They have a
community center.
A community
that
exactly.
has
That water
an area for that. And then they're also in Sandpoint, the fairgrounds have another space.
And that one's free, I have heard.
It's free, but it's really slow. So we fill up in less than 2 minutes. We fill up. You have a spring year round. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's super nice.
I wish we had something
Fresh
like that.
spring water would be.
That would be nice.
Amazing.
But it'll be really interesting to see what's in the cave. So once everything dries out here, so probably early or late spring, after all of this thaws out and we have our rain, because there's so I think it's June and October are heavy rain months here. So if we can collect in June for all of our summer water usage, and then again in October for all of our winter water usage, then we'll be good. So we just need to have enough storage tanks for what we use.
Yeah.
So we're going to be this year, we're going to really be heavily monitoring how much water we use, because that'll tell us how many tanks we need.
We really appreciate all the lovely comments that you guys leave.
Mm-hmm.
And, sometimes we have some not so lovely comments.
We did have someone that spurred me out. I whirled out this morning
Yeah.
over a comment on, I think, yesterday's video.
It was kind of a hurtful comment.
It was.
Because, I don't know if we should discuss that or no.
Well, we can. It's going to be, tomorrow's live is going to be talking about working with somebody with autism. It's something that Kira, we've kind of all talked about it, because some people understand because you have someone who's autistic in your life, but other people do not. And then, so then they may think, one of the comments was that I was being rude to Kira in the video. And it really upset me, because I work really hard to not be reactive to her, because she's autistic and there's just things that she doesn't get and understand. I know, Susie, we should ignore those people, but it really is a big issue when it comes to her. Like, I don't care when people are like my troll that I had early on. It was like, why do you show your face all the time? I'm out of here. I'm not watching any of your videos. I'm sick of your face. Okay, well, bye. Peace out. Like that, I don't care about. And actually, I thought that was really comical. And so then I started spamming him back with, oh, if you really hate my face, go watch this one. Like, I would send him links because I thought it was funny. But when it comes to her and our treatment of her, because if some of you may not know, none of us are blood related.
No.
We are not related in any manner. Kira is just a military friend's child that lives with us. And so when someone says we're treating her badly, it really upsets me a lot. I guess it would if she was my own child or blood anyway, but
the mama bear comes out.
The mama bear comes out because,
because we always look to do what we can for her.
Right.
Like we're doing this for her.
Right. She came from a very abusive household. That has been mentioned. we're not going to dwell into that. We're not going to go into that.
Nope.
What we are going to talk about is our treatment of her. And, you know, one of the things that Kira's working on is understanding her emotions, and she doesn't know how to take teasing. She doesn't know how to do any of that kind of stuff. So we kind of tease. You could get very irritated because you're repeating something over and over and over and over and over again for her to understand and to get. And so
do you feel like
I don't know how to say it.
Do you feel like we're rude to you?
You can be honest. There are times that I've been like, Kira, you're killing me, Smalls. Like, it's definitely happened. I'm not gonna say it hasn't. I'm not perfect.
Okay, so I
Now,
don't think they're
we
rude.
are going to go into hard depth of this tomorrow. So
Yeah. I
just
don't
a
think
quick-
they're rude. It's just their emotions give me anxiety because
She doesn't
I
know.
don't know how to deal
Yeah.
with my own emotions, and when they get freaked out because of the house I came from, I was so scared of upsetting anybody. So they're teasing, they're a little bantering. I don't take any offense to it because it's me trying to like remember or think or realize that they're joking, which I still don't get.
Yeah,
'cause
so
We
normally
have to
we
tell her sometimes.
normally we just tell her, we're just kidding,
We're
Kira.
kidding you.
We're teasing you, and she's like, oh, okay.
So a good example is we did laundry and this lady was joking with me and I had a major anxiety attack and
kind of had a little
I
bit of a
agree, Laura.
blackout.
Yeah, she did. She had a full-on
She
blackout.
could not remember taking her clothes out of the dryer and then thought that she lost all her clothes.
Thought someone had stole her clothes and completely shut down. Like,
She did
completely
shut
shut down.
So she's learning
Thank
that
you,
teasing
Connie.
thing. So,
hi Sweden.
Thank you, Jill from Sweden.
aw, so cool.
But no, I don't feel like they're
Do you feel like we're kind of like moms, right?
Yeah.
Like we're kind of like, well, we're your honorary aunts.
if I had to be honest,
Thank you, Robert.
Be honest. Hi, Robert.
if I had to be honest, at least they actually would like to be my mom.
Do
It
we need
kinda
anything
feels-
from Costco? Kelly, you are a hoot.
It is nice to actually have people that would like to be my mom
Chris-
instead of my mom not wanting to actually be
Kelly,
my mom.
dried
That
mangoes.
Yeah.
I'll pay you for them on Saturday.
Chris says, Kira, that you are a blessing to all of us. And I totally agree.
You know, I agree. And when we started doing this channel, the one thing that I told her is you don't realize how many people with autism that you are going to inspire because of your autism.
Robert said he stole your clothes.
And
Girl.
and so that was a really big thing of whether or not to have her on the channel at all, of putting her out there, you know, maybe having her more in the background and not showing her. I don't really know how way to do that or not, but I just believe she's just such an inspiration
Thanks,
to
Jody.
people in general. And I think that's why I take it so personal when someone says that I'm not treating her right.
Yeah.
But
Jody's praying for us all.
thank you, Jody. I
Yay.
appreciate it.
Question: what don't you get? Okay, I'm
We're
just gonna
way
call you 52.
Kira's
I'm just
Kira's
gonna
the
call you
one
52.
steady in the house. You others are way out there. What, Robert?
Wow.
I'm sorry to tell
Connie
you this.
says you inspire her.
Yay! No, they're very more level-headed.
Thank you, Brenda.
Yeah.
Yes, Brenda.
Like I said, they were on top of the shipping container. I had no ladder to get up, so I climbed up the door. So
The
they're-
one I have to say, the one thing that I'm and why I reacted the way that I reacted in the video is I am constantly telling Kira, you do your job and I will do my job, because she tries to take away my job.
She tries to do all the jobs, and we're like,
Yeah.
you know,
I
we're a
get that
team.
reference.
We
I
do.
got that one.
We do work together. We're a team.
Well, and then she'll say things, well, you guys are old, so I need to hold that for you. And I'm like, I'm going to punch you in your face.
I did not say they're old. I just say they get beat up easier.
You're
Hi,
yelling.
Estella. I didn't see you earlier.
So, Yeah.
Laura?
I feel like those of you that have someone autistic in your life get it and you understand because you guys comment all the time. It's the people that don't.
Laura
that don't
says,
get it.
Bye.
I think people need to educate themselves on autism. I have a grandson that is amazing and has autism.
Exactly.
I agree.
Totally agree.
And then you can understand
Seasons.
and there's such a variety, but we'll talk about this more tomorrow.
Yeah, we are that's gonna be our topic tomorrow.
Yes. They aren't old, they're seasoned. We're like tater tots.
It's probably a good thing you guys aren't tater tots. I like
Tiger cares.
potatoes.
I will admit that I get beat up easier. It faded away. Someone else is gonna have to read it.
I get bruises. I don't know where they came from.
We totally get
With
those.
age, yes.
Yeah, I fall a lot. Kira is a rock star in the summer builds.
She really is.
She is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Your granddaughter is the exact same way Kira is, so you know how it is. You love the three of us, and Kira, they bug you, squirt them.
that's so funny.
It's normal to collect the rainwater in Australia.
That's cool.
Yeah, because you guys, Kathy, you really have
Tater
some
tot
drought. I feel like Australia has a lot of drought.
Oh, Robert. I know why. I'm on heavy duty blood thinners. That's why. Not because I'm old.
I fall.
Bye, Kelly. Back to work.
But you guys, it has been an hour. We're a little bit over an hour, so we're gonna take off because we get to go to Darla's and sew our dresses today. I'm
And
actually
do a
gonna cut
live.
mine out. We're gonna do our live
not
tonight.
live, premiere.
From there, the premiere video will be from there. So I hope we see all of you. And like I said, you can't go sign up to theirs, subscribe to their channel until I am a weeble wobble, Robert. Until after I'll put the link once we get it uploaded on their end. So we're gonna go do that, and we'll see all of you later. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Love
we
you all.
love it. We just have so much fun with these.
Yes.
So see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a great day, Tater Tot Trio.